Hey everyone, offering you another bedtime yoga. It's been a while, so I'm excited to bring you another one. Let's all get started right away in a seated position. Easy pose to start. Begin by inhaling, reaching your arms overhead. Interlace your fingers. Press your palms towards the sky as you reach here. Exhale, let it go. Another inhale, reach up. Exhale, side, reach to the right. Holding here. Deepening your breath. If you want, you can release the right arm to the mat and stretch a little deeper. And release, arms reach up overhead, interlace the fingers. Reach the palms towards the sky, take a breath in, and then reach to the left. Sending your breath right away, deepening it here, settling in. I'm going to release the left arm as the right arm reaches a little further. Just relaxing through the left shoulder. One more breath in and a breath out. Coming back. This time, interlace your fingers behind your back. Press your palms together. Straighten your elbows. And then slowly bring your hands together to the right side. So I know I am mirrored here, so if it's your left side or right side, just pick a side. Belly engaged, chest is lifted but not jetted out. So just notice you're sticking it out. Maybe tuck the tailbone slightly. Belly engaged. And then release. Let's do this little chest opener on the other side. Maybe feeling it through the shoulder. Maybe through the lats, through the back. Sending one more breath and release. You're switching out your feet, so keeping an easy pose, just notice which foot's in front. It's probably the one that you typically sit. Just switching it out. And we're going to reach forward. Just folding forward in this easy pose. You can work a flat back or rounded spine, whatever you need. Whatever your body's telling you. Trying to keep your sit bones on the mat, so that may mean you need to walk your fingertips back. One more breath. Fill up. Exhale. Walking your fingertips back. We'll move into a tabletop, so coming onto your mat. Hands right under your shoulders, knees right under your hips. And then from here, bringing the right leg forward. So it's kind of like a lunge, but you want to keep the right knee over the right ankle and the left hip over the left knee. So if you need to move that in a little bit, so you're kind of keeping that same tabletop. Either press your hands into the mat or maybe lift on your fingertip. And we'll do a cat and cow in this position. So it's kind of like a lizard, tabletop, cat-cow variation. Just moving on your breath. Feeling it in all areas of your body. Taking one more. Inhale and exhale through your cat and cow. Slowly releasing the right leg back into your prowling tiger. So extending the right leg long. Hips are level. You can stay here or lengthen through the left arm. Breath in. And release, lowering. You're going to kickstand the left leg out as you extend the right leg long. Doing a modified side plank. So extend the right arm overhead. Reaching, should feel good here. You're always welcome to move into the full plank. Taking a breath in and out. Coming up, finding our gate pose here. So right arm reaches long down the right leg as the left arm reaches up overhead. So feeling that stretch through both sides. And then holding here. And coming back, center. Bringing your knee in. We'll do camel pose. So I'll turn to the side so you can see, but you want your hips or your knees about hip width distance. Keeping your hips over your knees. Bring your hands either to your hips, to your sacrum. Fingertips can point up or down. And then start to work your elbows close together. Belly's engaged. On an inhale, lift the chest, lift the gaze. We're doing a mini back bend here. So as you start to reach back, making sure your hips are pressing forward, maybe pressing your feet into the mat. If you want to release your neck, you may do so gently. You want to release your hands to catch your heels. Up to you. Using your breath, belly engaged. One more. And let it go. Coming back to your upright. Maybe sitting back on your heels. Close your eyes. Feeling whatever sensations are bubbling up. And then blink open your eyes, coming back to that kneeling position. And we'll reverse what we did on the other side. So extend the left leg this time. Reach the right arm up, gate pose. Left arm extends down the left leg. Sending your breath. The breath is so important in any of your yoga practices, especially at the bedtime yoga, as you're settling yourself for your bedtime. Release the right arm. We're going to do a modified side plank, so extend the left arm now. Right arm, right hand to the mat. And gaze can be neutral or up towards the sky, up towards the fingertips, wherever you're at. Press a little bit more the left foot into the mat. One more here. And release, this time coming towards the back of the mat. We're going to go back to that tabletop position. And now left leg is going to come forward into that kind of lunge, tabletop, cat-cow position. So check your alignment. And then when you're ready, you can move through your cat and cow. Seeing if you can round through the spine a little more. Noticing what your belly's doing. Noticing what your knee, your hip, your alignment looks like. Two more. Sending your breath, matching that breath with movement. And slowly extending the left leg back. Prowling tiger on this side. Level the hips. You want to extend the right arm forward. Holding here. Breath in. Breath out. Release. So option here, you can do puppy dog pose, which is your modified downward dog as you extend your arms long, hips are high, resting your forehead to the mat. Or if you're looking for a deeper shoulder stretch, you can find dolphin. So planting your hands, forearms on the mat, tuck the toes, coming into your downward dog, dolphin pose. You want to walk your feet in a little closer towards your elbows. Press them out away with your hands, your forearms. Breathing here. Let it go. Looking good, guys. Slowly wiggle walk your feet back as you lower onto your belly. If you want to work a mini cobra here, go ahead. Lifting and then lowering. Slowly pancake yourself to your back. Slowly orient yourself on your mat, on your back here. We'll do what's called banana pose. So start to shift your hips to the left side of your mat. And then slowly walk your feet towards the right side of the mat. Extend your arms overhead, reaching long. And then working those fingertips towards the right. So you might not be able to completely visualize it, but in your head, seeing that banana shape, that nice crescent arch through the left side, working the left shoulder to the mat, the left hip to the mat. We'll do the other side, so shifting everything back to mountain, and then bringing your right hips, or your hips to the right side of the mat, left toes to the left side, arms reaching to the left. And again, doing your best to work the right hip down, the shoulders down. It doesn't have to be big. One more breath. Let it go. Slowly coming back to the center of your mat. And then reaching long. Good morning or good night stretch, whatever you want to call it. Bringing your knees into your chest. Give yourself a hug. Rock side to side. Let's do one of my favorite poses, rabbit pose. So keeping your knees close, start to work your hands behind the outsides of your feet. So lifting your chest, gaze off of the mat. With a nice hold on your outsides of your feet, begin to press your feet into your hands as your hands press into your feet. So feeling that counter action, tucking the chin, and feeling this nice stretch through the shoulders. So maybe you need to kick a little more. Maybe you need to rest a little bit more on your tailbone. So coming forward and up a little more. Pressing here for one more breath in. Breath out. And release. You want to extend the legs into happy baby. If you need to reverse your hand grip and bring it to the inside, that's perfectly fine. Why don't we all do a little rocking side to side? Just be playful here. And then finding stillness, extend the left leg long as you bring the right knee into your chest, or in towards your elbow, towards your armpit. And then switch. Right leg extends, left knee bends. See if you can lower your tailbone a little more closer to the mat. Extend the left leg long. So now both legs are extended. And slowly lower as we work our way into our final resting pose. Just a mini Shavasana here. Coming back to just a normal cadence. Maybe noticing the breath entering the nose and exiting the nose. movement in the toes, movement in the fingers. Planting one foot on the mat and then the other. Feel that grounding sensation. And keeping your eyes closed, extend the right arm as you roll to the right side. Working your way to a seated position. Bring your hands to heart center. We're going to end with an Om. So I don't do a lot of Oms in these classes just because it's more fun, more fitting to do it with a class where I can hear the vibrational movements. But for you all, you can notice as we Om, the vibrational movements within your body can really help settle the mind, settle the body, and prep you for bed. So start by exhaling the breath, letting go of the stale air. Inhale, fill up. Let's bring our hands to forehead center and back down to heart center as we bow down and say, Namaste. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that and you're all ready for a nice sound sleep. Namaste.